Hey guys, what's up? Zuli here. It's time to review episode 81. Yeah. With the intro out of the way, let's get into this. So the episode pretty much starts from what happened in the last episode. Gohan and Lavender, however you like to pronounce it, they essentially tied. Even though Gohan got up, the match ended in a tie, and Goku and Bergamo go to the ring, and they have a classic stare off, I guess. But before they fight, actually, at the end of the last episode, Zeno's attendant, the Angel King, he pretty much told all the other universes about that the losers of the Universal Survival Tournament will be destroyed. Take away the 4 universes with the highest mortal level count. If you've seen the episode, you kind of know what I mean. I can't remember the exact universes off the top of my head. I believe 1 and 3 were in there. I can't think of the other 2 though. But yeah, essentially all the other universes, mainly the fighters and a couple of the, I think a couple of the gods of destruction and some of the Kaioshins, they were kind of shouting at Goku and saying that he's kind of responsible for this, and he's like evil and he's like a villain because he kind of reminded Zeno about it. They don't directly say that, but they pretty much say to Goku pretty much that they think he's evil and they really want him to lose. Like everyone's against him except for Universe 7. And I felt a bit bad for Goku, but the thing is, like, they're not fully wrong, but they're not right at the same time because the tournament was going to happen anyway. So, like, I made a video about Goku potentially being an antagonist or could potentially partly be one, but now I'm really thinking about it. I do kind of stand by most of the things I said in that video, but I do think I was a little harsher on Goku because he just wants to fight strong guys. The thing is with Goku, you can understand where the other universe is coming from, but with Goku, sometimes he is selfish and he makes dumb decisions, but he does have a pure heart. He just wants to fight strong guys. But the thing is, like, he's so into fighting strong guys that he's kind of fastened the tournament. It's come sooner, so that you can understand why people are annoyed. But yeah, anyway, I won't ramble. Goku and Bergamo square up, and they obviously begin to fight. And at first, they seem relatively even. But I watched this last night, so sorry for I'm a little hazy. I believe Goku gets the upper hand, and Bergamo pretty much just stops, and he lets down his guard and tells Goku to hit him. And Goku is a little surprised at that, as is everyone else. And I believe Gohan says, "Be careful, Dad." And I think the Supreme Kai says, "That's reckless when Goku's the one hitting him," which is true. But essentially, Goku's in his base at this point. He pretty much just hits Bergamo really hard and punches him a few times. And Bergamo feels the pain, but then he suddenly starts to grow. And he gets bigger. And this is what we saw in the preview. I wondered what was going on, really. I think we all did. But it turns out that Bergamo's, like, one of his skills is to take hits from his opponent and actually gain their power and hit them and basically when he hits them, it doubles the power that was given to him. It's essentially like Counter in Pokemon with the physical moves. But he pretty much can take someone's hits and hit them back with double the force. And he's surprisingly fast in this when he gets bigger. But essentially, Goku fights Bergamo a bit longer, and Bergamo keeps getting bigger and powering up. And he's hitting Goku around a little bit as well. But Goku kind of has enough and just kind of goes Super Saiyan. He's not really losing, he just needs to power up to keep up. Or at least get the upper hand. So he basically keeps hitting Bergamo, and Bergamo keeps getting bigger. And Bergamo keeps hitting Goku back, and I wouldn't say really hurting him too much. He's kind of hurting him a bit, but he's just kind of knocking him back really. And I can't remember whether, I think this was maybe Goku in his base, if I remember, before he turned Super Saiyan. He gets pretty damn big. He might be Super Saiyan when he does this, but he basically, at some one point, he climbs onto Bergamo's back, and Bergamo can't find him, and he manages to get the upper hand by hitting Bergamo's weak spots, like his legs and things like that. And he says to Bergamo that, although you gain power, you do like grow, and that gives you more weak spots, which is completely true. I'll quickly say before I forget, I normally wrap it up at the end, but the choreography for the fighting this episode was also very good. I really enjoyed it, and it was clever the way they used Bergamo's size against him and to help him. Like, obviously it's a strength, but it's also a weakness, which is very true. It's good that they kind of made his powers look like a double-edged sword, which it was. But yeah, anyway, Goku keeps fighting him as a Super Saiyan, and he keeps getting bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. And essentially, Goku's getting excited because Bergamo's getting like a lot stronger, and he wants to see more. And he wants to have a fighter that has limitless power, so he can have like a really good fight. And essentially, he transforms into a Super Saiyan God form and surprises Bergamo. Bergamo's like freaking out a bit, and some of the Supreme Kaizen fighters from the other universe are pretty much saying like, "Oh my gosh, he has like power that can match the gods," because they recognize the God Ki, I assume. And yeah, they're surprised by that. But Goku takes it a step further and uses the Kaioken. I believe he just does it ×2 because he doesn't state how many times he's doing it, but he doesn't really need to push himself too hard. He essentially uses the Kaioken, and he smacks Bergamo, and that's pretty much it. He takes the hit, and he's just in pain. And he essentially, Goku beats him. If I remember right, he kind of shrinks after taking all the damage, and then I think he says a comment about Goku being like a monster or something, and that he's evil, and then he kind of just like falls down, and Goku wins the fight. The rest of the dangerous trio, Lavender and I can't remember the other guy's name for some reason, the one who fought Boo, it'll come to me at some point. Pretty much they drag Bergamo off, and as Bergamo's being dragged off, he's calling Goku evil and everything, and that he'll be destroyed in the tournament, and you know, they get their revenge. But oh yeah, something I quickly forgot to say before they fight, Bergamo actually has the guts to make a proposal to Zeno-sama, the two Zenos, and he pretty much says if he wins the fight, could Universe 9 be spared from... No, that's not it. He basically says, if I win, will you take back the rule of the universe as being destroyed from the tournament? And Zeno thinks about it, and he actually agrees. And that's another reason why the crowd are severely against Goku, because they obviously don't want their universes to be destroyed, they lose. And Goku, they pretty much say if Goku holds back, they'll destroy his universe anyway. And Goku obviously says, no way, I'm not holding back. And he doesn't. And yeah, pretty much I forgot to mention that. But yeah, Goku wins. And after that, obviously they say he wins, he gets the point. So Universe 7 won that mini prelim tournament. But then the King of Angels has an announcement, and he pretty much reveals something very important. He basically says that in the Universal Survival Tournament isn't going to be rounds at all, which we all assumed it would be. Like, many different fights, universe v universe. No, apparently, they're going to have a huge-ass arena, and all the universes are going to be fighting each other at the same time with all their fighters. And that's crazy, that's kind of ridiculous. I'm not sure how they're going to manage this battle, but they obviously will. I assume through the episodes, through the tournament, episodes will be dedicated to fighters, kind of as they're fighting at the same time, I assume. And they kind of cut it into pieces, because the arena is going to be huge, I think. But essentially, the rules of the tournament are no one can fly, which is incredibly important, because flying's a very key aspect in Dragon Ball for fighting, to like dodge attacks and stuff. So that's going to be interesting to see how people cope with that, how our like heroes cope with it. Like they're going to struggle a little, I think. I think there might be some leniency on the day of the tournament, and there might be a little bit of gliding allowed, probably. But yeah, basically the main objective of the tournament is for all the fighters, basically, by the end of the tournament, apparently the round for the whole thing, I assume, is going to last 46 minutes in Earth time, which obviously isn't a long time in Dragon Ball. But yeah, essentially the objective is to knock all the people that aren't in your universe out of the arena. So essentially, it's every man for themselves except for their team. And by the end of the round, if not everyone's out of the arena, the universe with the most players or the most fighters in the arena is the winner. But something I don't really understand is they say the losing universes will be destroyed. But the only thing I can assume is if all the players of a universe are out before the end, then they count as a lot like a losing universe. But something which is kind of weird, which probably won't happen, is what if by the end of time there's like 6 different fighters, or that's just an example, 6 different fighters from the universes left, and there's only one of each in each universe, because technically all 6 of them haven't lost, so those universes haven't lost. They technically drew. So I just had a little thought about that. I'd assume they'd have matches to fight it out or something. I'm not sure. I'd assume that would be the case. Or they just have an extended time period to battle royale it out and try and whoever is the last one standing wins. And losers will be done in order, I assume. But yeah, a little tangent there, but I just wanted to say what I thought about that. And the rules are kind of interesting. But yeah, that about wraps up the episode. Oh no, actually, I'm forgetting one thing. It's important. After this announcement, everyone's a bit freaked out. Goku isn't really, he's just kind of chilled. But everyone listens is a bit surprised, and a few of the universes are freaking out about like how's this tournament going to work, and they need to like make a strategy and all that. But at the end of this episode, the hooded figure with the Joker God of Destruction, the clown-looking one, we know his name's Toppo from the last episode. But pretty much, Toppo jumps down to the arena and challenges Goku, and he takes off his cape, or his hood, his garment pretty much, and he announces that he wants to challenge Goku to a fight right there and now. And obviously Goku accepts, but Toppo's pretty like, he didn't look how I expected he would, which is kind of a good thing. He's kind of quite big and stocky, and he has a beard if I remember right, and he looks really strong. But he does this weird like a warrior of justice kind of thing, kind of like a dance or like a chant, a bit like Great Saiyaman in my opinion, but not as cheerful. It's kind of cheerful, but Gohan's a bit more over the top. But yeah, essentially Goku's gonna be fighting Toppo, and from what I saw in the next episode preview, Toppo is very strong. But I don't think he'll beat Goku obviously, but he'll give him a damn good fight I think, and they give Goku something to think about, or he'll be a rival for the tournament. But yeah, I'm also going to be doing my episode preview discussion, so yeah, that's the next video that'll come out shortly after this one, or soon anyway. Anyway, that about wraps up the episode. I really enjoyed this episode. It was a really good episode. There wasn't too much to say apart from what I've said. There wasn't anything extraordinary happening in it, but there wasn't anything like bad happening. Like, all this new information is good, and it's just a good episode overall. The animation was really good, and the fight choreography was also very good. Sorry, I got like a bit of a gas going on. I don't mean to be disgusting or anything. I just had some coke earlier, and it's kind of repeating on me a little bit in the sense of I'm trying to speak and I can feel it there. But sorry about that. I go on the most stupidest tangents. But anyway, that's my the review wrapped up. I think that's it really. Not much more to say. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and my name's Zuli, and I'll catch you in my next video. I'm out, guys. If you watch this video and enjoy it, don't forget to give the video a like, because it really helps the channel out. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. And if you subscribe, don't forget to click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to get a notification for whenever I upload a video. Thanks guys!